my Minecraft crashed, so I'm starting stream a bit later than I planned. But it's working now. Alright, so let's transition over to the game. Okay. Oh, a little bit of lag as we load in here. Come on, load all the chunks, you can do it. Okay. So, let's see where we left off last time. Yeah, whenever we left off last time, I I got a call from someone in my family saying that I needed to go pick them up because they got a flat tire. So I think we kind of left at like a weird point. I think I was working on... Yeah, I had finished chapter 2, and we played some music to celebrate, and then I was trying to figure out how to get the smeltery working. And I found out off stream that these things, whenever you put them into the smeltery, they'll get you gold. So you actually like melt down the electronics that you find throughout the backrooms to get gold. I really hate to get rid of my light electricity generator, but wait, actually, I think I can just do this and it's gonna count for it. Because I only have one of these and it seems pretty useful to generate electricity. So I'm gonna just melt this thing down for now. So that's gonna get me gold. And then once I have gold, I can make an ingot cast and stuff. I think an ingot cast was what I was trying to do last time. Okay, so there's the molten gold. That is a lot of molten gold, by the way. That is like an absurd amount of gold. Did that break my... If I knew that was gonna break my copper ingot, I would have used a brick instead. That's kind of a little bit disappointing that it broke that. What other molds should I get? I think it's called like a cast. I probably want to get like pickaxe materials, right? So I'm probably gonna want a pickaxe head cast. Yeah. Let's see if I can make that in the pattern builder thing. Okay. So can I get like... I think I can use cobblestone for this and then create like... Yeah, okay. So you can get like a pickaxe head. And throw it in here. And I think this should give us a pickaxe cast. Okay. And then since that was cobblestone, it doesn't matter that it broke. I think, let me just search up pickaxe. Because I don't remember what, like, I think it's like a binding and then something else that I need for it. Tinker's Station. Yeah, binding and then tool handle is what I need. So let's get a binding and a tool handle. It says tough handle, not tool handle. There we go, tool handle. And then binding. Alright. So that's the pickaxe stuff, so we can craft pickaxes later. I'm going to try to get a casting basin as well. I think I'm a little bit short on... Yeah, I have like no clay left. I think I can wash down some of my sand into clay. But I think this is all the sand that I have left, so I want to be kind of careful about it, so I have some left to make the grout. I feel like it's been a while since I've played this. I don't think I've played this since, like, Friday. And it's currently Monday. I was gonna play a bit more over the weekend, but I had plans on Saturday. And on Sunday, I decided to stream some Pokemon. I was playing Pokemon Infinite Fusions, and the funny thing is, whenever I rewatched the VOD, I realized that I accidentally left the sound on the Showdown website. So you just can't hear what I'm saying throughout the whole VOD. It's pretty embarrassing. Kind of messed that up pretty bad. But it is what it is. Can't really I can't really do anything about it now. I'll just have to make sure that I don't mess that up in the future, I guess. It was a real shame that I messed it up though. It was a really fun stream. I had it was mega Pokemon fusions. Or sorry, not mega Pokemon. It was Pokemon fusions. And one of the fused Pokemon that I had was called Mega Mega, because it was like a mix between Meganium and Yanmega. So it took like the first part of the name from one of them, and then it took the last part of the name from the other one. So it just ended up being called like Mega Mega, which sounds really funny. I actually got the idea from someone else. I was watching like a video on Pokemon fusions, and then someone in the comments said, "Hey, Mega Mega would make a really funny fusion," because its name just ends up being like that. Whenever you fuse them that way. So I thought, that's hilarious, let me try it. And I went ahead and like fused those to get that. And then I realized after fusing them, wait, this thing seems actually usable. Because I like taking Pokemon and finding like cool ways to use them. So I was like looking at this guy like, what is like strong about it? And I saw like Tinted Lens, which makes your resisted attacks not be resisted. And then I also saw that it had Quiver Dance, and I was like, oh, this is a setup sweeper right here. This thing can like roll through teams when given the opportunity. So that's what I made it into. Wait, actually, I was gonna make some more, but I just realized I don't even need that many. I think the grout that I have on me is enough for what I was going to do with it. 8 bricks should be plenty for a casting basin. Oh wait, but I need... Actually... Ooh, but I can't... I just realized I'm gonna have to pour out, like, all of these... Actually, I can just swap this out for the casting basin. What I was thinking is I was gonna have to add in, like, a whole new drain and faucet. But then I realized that if I, like, break the side of this, it's gonna get rid of all the stuff in the smeltery, because it'll, like, reset the smeltery if I break any of the blocks around here. So I'd lose all of this gold if I did that, which would be awful. So I was thinking, well, I'm gonna have to, like, individually pour out each ingot into this ingot cast, and there's like 50 ingots in here or something. And then I realized, wait, I can just swap this block out for the casting basin, because that little table right there doesn't count as part of the structure. It's just like it still functions with the structure, but like if I remove this, it won't like mess up anything inside here, because it isn't part of that part that's like holding the gold. So I thought I was cooked for a second, but I'm not. Everything is completely okay. So now we're down to 1 block, 3 ingots. So there's our gold. Perfect. I don't know how to check that off, but I just assume it won't be getting checked off. Mana pool. I think if I remember correctly, I like saw that some of these were optional and some of these are like required to get. And And I think this and this are required ones. Molten lead. Fridge and a stove. Okay. Alright, now let's be careful not to touch the drain. I've done a thing before where like I have a casting basin and I'm just pouring out a bunch of blocks, and then I've accidentally poured like stuff into the block basin whenever I didn't have a full block left in the smeltery. Like I just had like a couple ingots left and I just like poured it out of habit, and then it only filled like halfway, and I didn't have like any more to pour, so I kind of just had to like break and replace it to get rid of like whatever I had left because I like goofed it up. Also, just checking. Is this a thing? This is a thing. Okay. So normally I think blood shows up in here whenever you do that. Liquid soul. Wait, it was this. What can I use this for? Cannot be used in a smeltery, but can be walked through. Oh wait, that was... Hold on, that was the wrong thing I was reading. Soul seared glass. So it's like an invisible block. X is solid but can be walked through. Wait, that's seared glass. I wanted soul glass. How do I get soul glass? Oh, I like casting base in it. Hold on, how much do I... 1 pane. Interesting. Is this how I get like a pane of it? Does this give me like a pane of soul glass? I need more. Oh! So this is this. So this is like a glass pane that I should be able to walk through. Oh. That's really cool. Okay, okay. That's neat. Should I make another one? Do I have enough to make another one? I don't. Well, my health bar is an infinite resource. Two panes. Nice. Am I crazy for making glass panes out of like my blood? Probably. But that's fine. The portal. Oh, this would actually... This would go hard as like a... If I had like a little bit of like a tunnel here, this would go hard as like an entrance to the nether portal. Like I put this pane like in front of this and I like phase through it into the nether portal. I wonder if mobs can walk through it. Oh! I have a very bad idea. I have a very bad idea. There, I executed it well. You there. Okay, he can phase through it. It's a good thing that I tested it this way. If I did not test it this way, I would be in trouble. Okay, let's trap him. Wait, can I give him like an item to hold? What if I give him like... Here, take a glass bottle. Did he pick it up? I can't tell. I have a pet. That's fun. Okay, so mobs can walk through the glass panes. I kind of want my wood back. Alright. We'll see if he stays there or if he despawns. If he stays there, then we might have a new friend. Anyway. Fridge. I have a fridge. I wonder if anything combines with the soul stuff. I guess we'll find out. Looks like fridges can turn into iron, as well as stoves. I don't think I need this fridge. So I'm gonna burn it. Yeah, because I already have a fridge over there. And isn't this a stove? Yeah, that's a stove. Oh, that's what the glass bottles are coming from. They're coming from the jam. I should make some more jam, by the way. Maybe that could be... Oh, hey, Dannery. Sorry if I saw your message late. I was locked in on the zombie thing. I needed to make sure that he didn't kill me by me placing a block in the wrong spot. Okay. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, I was gonna make some more jam. Yeah, I'll have to do that off stream. Forge basin, we have completed. Oh, I forgot to figure that out off stream. We've made a forge. That's pretty nice. Working chest set also needs to happen at some point. Okay, we got all the molten iron we could ever need. Wait, I think it pours the one at the bottom, and you can like switch it around by like clicking stuff. So now it should pour the iron one first. Yeah, there we go. I'm surprised by how much room this thing seems to have. I feel like normally you have to expand them like really high in order to hold more than like a couple blocks of stuff. We unlocked an anvil. I have acquired hardware. Let's go. I think the machine casing is the one that I need to go for next, right? Yeah, machine casing needs to come next. So, or that's not a machine casing, that's a light engineering block. Oh, that doesn't look too bad to craft. Get a crafting table down here. Just go in the corner, I guess. And then I think I need to switch over to an ingot now, because, yeah. Oh, Dannery, you said that, you said you want to help me out with, like, making overlays and stuff. I've had a couple people come and, like, give me the same offer. If you want, you can drop your, like, Twitter, in chat, and I can, like, write it down so I can check it out later, and then maybe contact you if I'm interested. Yep. Okay, we still have a little bit more iron. How many is it for an ingot? Is it like 90? Yeah, it's 90 millibuckets for an ingot. I'm not gonna drop my contact info in chat. But I will accept yours if you drop it there. And if it's like an Instagram, that's fine too. I can check yours out on Instagram if you don't have a Twitter. 90 little buckets. Okay, for some reason... No, they didn't switch order. I thought they switched order for a second. Equals 1 ingot. Okay. So we have all this iron. I may as well melt this scrap while I'm at it. Actually, I don't need any more iron right now, and that will cost me some lava. So maybe not. Maybe we'll just go straight on to the machine frames. Oh, we get to mess with this again. Fluorescent tube. Induction smelter. Okay, I'm gonna need to make an induction smelter, it looks like. Let's start with the frame, though. So we got our light engineering frame. I think I needed a fluid pipe and a wire as well. Wait, light engineering frame. Light engineering frame, QJS. QJ. I don't see why it isn't registering that I have that. Maybe it will just like check it off once I get everything. Oh, I need another. Oh yeah, that was that thing. So I need to fire up. I need to fire up the machine again to get myself another copper wire. Let's get some cardboard for that. Just a touch of cardboard. Do I have the stuff to make a sticky piston? Because I actually kind of want to sticky piston that up there. Oh, 1 second. I'm typing something. Um. Oh, frame droppage. Come on, stop with the frame droppage. Okay, we're back. So, I was looking up a sticky piston because I want to be able to move that piece without breaking it with the pickaxe every time. Why does crafting sand and a name tag together give you a slime ball? That's so weird. I don't understand why that works. Wait, what is... How do I get this? Lime, sugar, carpet dust. And I think I just smelted it. Yeah. So lime, sugar, carpet dust is what I need. Lime, sugar. Okay. I have sugar. I have sugar cane. Lime. Sugar. That's ash. Was it carpet dust or was it ash? This and this. It was carpet dust. Okay. Usually it's ash, not carpet dust. Oh, I already have a bucket in my inventory. Lime, sugar, carpet dust, and then a seed. This gets me this, then I can put this through a furnace. I know I burned some wood there, but it was just one piece, so it's fine. And then we can make a piston. Please tell me the piston recipe is the same. Okay, it's the same. We're good. I'm gonna have to go on a wood run soon. So I need redstone and cobblestone. For some reason, whenever I sprint, sometimes it like doesn't recognize that I'm sprinting. I don't know what the deal is with that. Okay. Now we need iron. And then that should be everything for the piston. Bam, bam. Let's see if I can do this from memory. I haven't crafted a piston from memory since like 2010s era. I remember I thought it was so cool that I could do like a bunch of the redstone crafting recipes from memory. How do I want to set this up? Maybe like... that. See, it's going to extend by one block. That's 2 above, so I can go bam, there. I can get like a lever on that to flick it. I hope that this works and it doesn't just like break the piston. I mean break the thing. It doesn't grab. Dang. Well, I guess I tried. Yeah, I guess we'll just manually break it. I'm sure there is more efficient ways to do this, but I don't know those ways, so... Oh wait, I have to throw some cardboard in. And don't I have to... I have to like press it first. And I forgot to put the cardboard in, even though I just said it. There. Now we should be able to get going. And do the thing. Give me this. I put this into there. It's going to hopefully spit it out onto the conveyor belt. It did not. I don't know how to output this thing correctly. So I'm just going to break it. Where did it go? So I have the wire. Did the machine like... Okay, the machine went over there. Boom. Okay. So, I'm going to need an extra deployer. I need an extra deployer. So the deployer needs living wood. There's not enough living wood, so I need to convert some treated. Then I need 2 andesite alloy, or ash alloy. I always call them andesite alloy. I don't know if I'll ever stop calling them that. Maybe I should just give up. It is what I'm going to call it. And then this is gonna turn. After that turns, I can craft so I can make another deployer. So component goes first, and then after the component, I do pipe and fluorescent tube, and I need the induction smelter still. Well, this also requires a deployer. Blast furnace. I think I have a blast furnace, actually. It's like... Wait. Oh, these are living wood planks, not treated wood. I need the treated wood. Okay, so for the treated wood, I need this thing. Can I turn this back into... I don't think that I can, right? I think I tried this because I was like, oh, it's an infinite wood loop. And I can like infinitely produce as much wood as I want if I can do that, but I can't do that, so it doesn't work that way. Okay, so while that's going, I'm gonna need to use that blast furnace. If I use that blast furnace, I need to just take that blast furnace, because I need it for my crafting recipe. So we have the pipe, we have the tube. There's so much that goes into this, it's like hard to keep straight. So to get this, I need this. Wait, does that require power? Uh-oh. No, wait, it looks like there's a input like fuel thing down there, so it should be fine. 2 more electric components, so I need 3 electric components for this. Dang, there's a lot of zombies over there today. Maybe I should like take care of the zombies near base sometime. Take out that skulk area. Maybe we can leave that one zombie that I trapped in the box as like a next door neighbor. Because if I got rid of all the zombies, then I'd miss my neighbor. I'm used to hearing him screaming at me through the walls. Reminds me of home, you know? It isn't home without a zombie screaming at me through the walls. Wait, he's holding something. Is that a frying pan? I kinda want that frying pan. There are so many of these. Do I have the axe durability for this? Maybe I should start jumping so I can crit. Or maybe I'm too bad at critting for that. How many of these are there? I cannot dent their numbers. Okay, they're starting to go down. Oh. Lag for a moment. Okay. We ran in, we ran out. What was he holding? Oh, he didn't drop it. Oh, that sucks. I swear it looked like a frying pan. I wonder what it was. Was it a frying pan? Maybe if I saw the item thing, I'd know. I don't think it was a frying pan. It didn't look quite like that. What was he? It looks like this. This is what it looked like. Maybe he had like an iron or aluminum melting pan. Man, I need to find out what all this new Tinker's Construct stuff does. I guess we have some bones now, so that's interesting. So I have some rotten flesh. Can that be used for anything? I know there's some mods that you can turn it to leather. Your guide to the supernatural. Tallow. Oh, I think that was one of the slime ball replacements. Okay, so it can be turned into stuff. Wait, was that a... Hold on, was that a meal that I saw? Can you cook with it? Oh my gosh, you can. Oh, it's dog food. When fed to a tamed wolf, it buffs them. That's actually kind of neat. It kind of reminds me of, whenever I used to, Whenever I used to feed my Minecraft dogs rotten flesh whenever I breed them, because it was like easy to come by. So I just end up with like 1,000,000,000 dogs really easily. Critters. Haven't seen any ravens. Zombie brutes. Do these exist here, or do they not exist in the Backrooms? Rituals. Don't I have a brazier? I think I have a brazier. I think it's that like fire thing sitting by the door over there. I'll have to keep this around. Go next to my other book. Anyway, let's get back on task here. So I have the living wood, which means I can make the hand, which means I can make the deployer. So I now have... Oh, I can't shift because it'll place it weird. We now have another deployer. Let's hope that it spins. Actually, we can be certain that it spins if I do this. You know what? I guess I'll keep this on me in case it doesn't. But like, if it doesn't, I can just modify it on the go pretty easily by just putting a belt, or putting like a shaft down there, and then putting a belt up to here, and then putting a shaft there. So we need one electronic component. Wait, so it's one component, and then 2 component, 3 component. Aluminum wire. How do I get aluminum? Where's the smeltery? Maybe it says something about aluminum in the quest book. Starting a post office. Buddy, I've long discovered the cardboard on. Hold on. Cardboard sword. Cardboard sword? What do you mean cardboard sword? How have I been living this long without a cardboard sword? What have I been doing with my life? Wait, that was this button. There we go. There we go. It's like a paper towel roll. That's so funny. What does it do? Mostly harmless yet powerful weapon of choice. Does it have like knockback or something? It says bonk on it. All the sculpt guys are gone. I wonder why. It's almost like someone hit them with an axe multiple times. Dang, wonder where they went. Anyway, I'll have to test that later. How do I get aluminum? This is lead. What gives me aluminum? Like, surely there's something that whenever you melt it down, it gives you aluminum, right? You just have to find out what it is. coolers, recycle bins. What gives me a lot? What gives me a lot? I mean, I guess a cooler gives a decent amount. I don't really use my cooler for anything. Yeah, let's smelt down the cooler. I hate to get rid of one of my decoration blocks, but I need the aluminum, and we can always find another cooler somewhere. So, I think I need to make that into a plate. Dang, this thing is... Wait, it was a fluorescent tube. What do these require, by the way? What? Wait. Those require... Huh? Wait, light engineering blocks require an induction smelter, which requires a machine frame, which requires the top of a machine frame and the bottom of a machine frame, which requires more light engineering blocks, which requires this, which requires this. Do you see the problem here? It seems to do a little bit of looping. So I mean, I just have to like find it in the wild. How does one get a fluorescent tube? How does one get a fluorescent tube? Yeah, this thing's like looping. Maybe I should start over here. I'm gonna at least pour out my aluminum though into ingots. That poured like really fast. I was not expecting that. Okay, one more, because 90 is an ingot. Sweet. And for now, I'm just gonna put everything related to that in here. Because, like, what else can I do? I don't currently understand how it works. And I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Alright, I am back. So. Wait, I can turn a jukebox into diamonds, I think. But I think I need like a gem cast or something. Gem cast. Yeah. So quartz works for that. So let's just go ahead and get a gem cast while we're at it. Maybe we can melt down one of our extra jukeboxes. Oh wait, I put my extra jukebox in a very important place that I can't remove it from, actually. But we'll make the gem cast anyway. Alright, there's our gem cast. I didn't know how many ingots it would cost, so yeah, we just ended up only needing one. I also need to get some more lava in between episodes. Wait, I can make an iron bucket, which would mean that I don't have to deal with the lava bucket breaking all the time. It's actually really nice. It's actually kind of big that I can have an iron bucket now. What else can I do with iron? Maybe I can... Probably get like shears and stuff, right? Yeah, there's a lot of crafting recipes. Flintlock pistol. That sounds pretty cool. Maybe I can go on like a zombie killing spree sometime. There's just so many options. So many fun things. Okay. I'm running low on wood, so I think I'm gonna do a wood run. Yeah, because I barely have any wood left. I think I just saw a firefly outside my window. That's pretty cool. I feel like they're not as common as they used to be, which is kind of sad. Okay, so let's put some of those back and get ready for our expedition. I think I'm gonna head that way this time. Ooh, and the Minecraft music is starting. Sweet. Or it's not starting. Or it just wanted to play that one sound and then dipped out, I guess. Okay, let's go on an adventure. We didn't have an adventure last episode, so we have to have one this episode. That's how it works. I think I'm gonna take some of these for scrap. And I know now to take like all the electronics that we see. Okay. So let's grab these chairs. Bamboo room. Yeah, it's regular ceiling. Let's get ourselves a lot of bamboo. Normally I'd be more surprised by this room, but I was looking for some. What was I looking for off camera? I was looking for something off camera, like collecting general resources, and I like ran around this corner. And I think this was like the only new place I explored, and of course the only new place I explored just happened to be a room that I hadn't seen before. So I didn't get like an on-camera reaction, but my reaction was something like, "Oh, bamboo, that's neat." I really wish this could be like living bamboo. Because I want that fishing rod. We can get so many cool things once you get a fishing rod. Fishing rod is, well, actually, yeah, fishing rod isn't that big, but I'm just used to it being big because in like survival challenges that I've done where I've limited resources, once I get a fishing rod, I always get like a lot more resources because then I have access to like enchanted fishing rods and enchanted bows, and I also get access to basically like infinite food. But I brought the second axe. I didn't realize how much chopping I'd be doing. Yeah, it just unlocks so many resources. Sometimes I wish though that the like junk loot pool had like a little bit of like a higher chance, because there's like some stuff that's like really useful in there. Like if you have like no way to get string, then I think you can get like string from it from fishing, but it's like a 0.001% chance. And there's a enchantment that like increases your chance of getting like the good stuff, like enchant books and stuff, but there's none that increases the chance of you getting bad stuff, or what's considered like bad loot, like string and sticks and stuff. But like if there was like a curse that could go on a fishing rod, like curse of bad luck or something, like the opposite of like luck of the sea, and it gave like a higher chance to get the bad stuff from the loot pool, that'd actually be super useful for like survival challenges, because you might actually be able to use fishing as like a viable means to get like sticks or string. Okay, so that's that room cleared out. That's a lot of wood. I want to keep exploring though, just for fun. Oh, I almost forgot. Let's get my chalk out. Let's replace it with Legos. Okay, so that is the way back. There's so many like corners in this particular structure right here. Like this, can I even call this a room? It's like multiple rooms, but it just has so many corners to it. It's like hard to see everything. Oh good, there's stairs. I think I might have to jump up to that place though. So wasn't there an achievement that was like, yeah, fill one of those was an achievement. That's empty. I saw a video where someone mined one of these and it like exploded. I hope that this doesn't like, but it's like empty, so it's like not gonna explode, right? It's supposed to be empty. Ooh, it's spreading. Huh. I guess it wasn't quite as empty as I expected. Interesting. Shift plus N for a description. Is he gonna tell me that there's actually stuff in it? Could be used to... Okay. A barrel that can be used to safely store radioactive waste. When breaking this barrel will release its contents into the atmosphere. Well, the backrooms aren't really... I feel like the backrooms aren't the place where you need to be worrying about the atmosphere anyway. The backrooms aren't exactly a national park. What does concern me is that they said this is the word safely is in quotes. It says safely stored in quotes. So like that's yeah, that's not good. I don't like the word safely being in quotes like ever. That just sounds like I'm in for an unpleasant surprise. Like, oh, you thought this would contain the waste? Well, actually, it only sort of contains the waste. Haha, just kidding. You thought that it contained the waste. Well, we want to grab these things now, because they smelt down into... Hello? Come on, break, you can do it. I won't give up. This is a war of attrition. Me versus the stove. Who will win? He's resilient, I'll give him that. He's not giving up. Ooh. Ooh, he almost gave up there. There we go. We just had to break his spirit. He heard I was gonna melt him. Oh! The chair's fighting back too. There we go. What is it with the lag? Come on. Come on. Oh, yeah, it's pretty bad. The lag is pretty bad. Let's check exactly how bad. I say as my game freezes. Oh, I saw a 0 on the FPS for a second. We're going back up. 15. For some reason, I feel like opening my F3 menu like stabilizes the FPS for a second. I don't know why. Ow. I also feel like I want to... Come on, don't freeze like this. I'm gonna move this trampoline 1 block closer. You know, whenever my game freezes, I kind of just stare awkwardly at the screen. I think I'm just gonna try to like talk through it whenever my game freezes. It's not high enough. Dang, I really thought it'd be high enough. I guess not. Whatever, we can just go a different way. Actually, let's not go a different way. Let's do something else. I have an idea. I have a plan. Some call me a genius. Why aren't I going? What? Come on. Dang, it's like really up there, isn't it? Jeez. Am I gonna have to make a trampoline staircase? Okay. I feel like the bounce is like getting less. Does it have to have like a block under it for it to function properly? Maybe not. Maybe I'm just imagining things. Okay. I need to like time this good. Oh my gosh, I'm so close. How good is it? Why is this jump so... Maybe it's proportional to the size of the trampoline. Is that what it is? Your jump's proportional to the size of the trampoline. That might be it. That might be it. Does that mean... For this last one, I only need a few more blocks on that very last jump. Does that mean if I do this, it's gonna get like a massive height boost? Maybe not. Maybe not. I don't want to like go above that because I'll fall. I don't want to fall in like a bad spot. Dang, I don't know, man. This is really a challenge. But it is a challenge that I will overcome. I'm so close. Okay. That's too high. I need to place it like there. It goes like Are you for real? You can't make that jump. I'm just gonna place a regular block if you can't make that jump. There. Finally. Jeez. That was a whole ordeal. Why should just dead end? Moai! We love the Moai. Sing for me. Sing for me, Moai. They're the best. Love those guys. Let us see what is... I've been here before. Those are creepy. Those remind me... Okay, I don't know if anyone else remembers this, but there was a mod from a while ago that was... So the mod was like... It was called like the Dimensional Doors mod. It's like really old, like probably almost a decade old by now. The idea is that like there's like wooden and iron dimensional doors, and you can like enter like a dimensional door dungeon through an iron door. And then once you enter the dungeon, like each wooden door that you go through will like bring you closer to the exit, but each iron door that you go through will bring you like deeper into the dungeon. And like the farther you get in, there's like a bunch of like traps and like treasure that you can get. And then sometimes you'll like die to one of the traps, and if you do, you like respawn in this like, it's probably like one of the creepiest things I've seen in Minecraft. It's like some like void dimension where there's like a giant eye in the sky and a bunch of like eye creatures, and you have to like try to not be spotted by them because every second that they see you, they'll slowly open their eye, and once their eye gets all the way open, they'll like teleport you back to like the beginning of the dimension, and you'll have to try to like escape again. So you have to try to like sneak out of the dimension without these things seeing you. Whenever I get Silk Touch, I want to come back here and get these guys, because these guys are cool looking. The guy who made this mod definitely knows about those eye things from that one mod. That's definitely a reference, no doubt about it. This table is very grassy. I'm gonna have to break the grass, but oh well. I should use shears on the carpet grass. Wait, does it? It should have block updated whenever I broke that. Interesting. I think this is an unintended property by the mod creator, but I don't think the carpet grass is supposed to flow like that. I think it's supposed to be programmed like regular grass, where if you break something below it, it breaks. But it seems like that's not the case. Oh my gosh, look at this copper. Look at this copper. Look at all this copper. I saw that this room existed during someone else's playthrough, and I thought to myself, never in my life will I ever get lucky enough to happen across this room. But I was wrong. We have the holy grail of copper. Dang, 16 copper blocks. We are set. I was worried that we might eventually run out of copper. With that, we're gonna be good for a long time on copper. Interesting. This is back where I started. Yeah, so in this way, that way takes me home, but this direction also takes me home. So we're getting to the point where I may have some conflicting markers on the walls, because like there's like simultaneously two correct. Oh, did I come in? Wait, where did I? Oh, I came in through there. So yeah, I want to go this way, and then like up here to get home. Let's put like a marker that way. I probably don't want to walk off of that. Okay. There was another way to go that I hadn't been. I hadn't been all the way through the Moai room and over to here. So let's check this out. Is that a jukebox? I can turn jukeboxes into diamonds. For whatever reason, you can melt down jukeboxes in this mod pack. Fun fact, in real life, I don't think you can really melt diamonds like that. I think in real life, if you try to like melt a diamond, first of all, I think its melting point is like insanely high. This is another version of the room that I've already been in. So first of all, I think the melting point of it is like insanely high. And second of all, its melting point isn't even really a melting point. I think it just kind of evaporates very unceremoniously whenever you heat it up. Oh, this is the creepy room. The one that I feel like I'm gonna fall through the floor whenever I look at. Maybe it's because I think the walls are a different texture, right? Yeah, I can't like scrape these walls like I normally can with walls. Strange. It just feels like a pitfall type room. Alright, so we should have something on TV down here. Oh yeah, there's Steve punching a tree. I really wish I could turn my TV on. Maybe now that I have a power generator, I can figure out how the power generator works at some point. But not at the moment. I kind of have a lot of things on my plate that I need to figure out probably before that. Like how to get that infinite loop engineering thing to work. The one that I was like, this crafting recipe infinitely loops. How the heck am I ever supposed to do anything with this? What about running out of building materials? Let's send it. Okay. We don't need to talk about that. What the? Why is... Water doesn't normally flow like that, does it? Why did it just have an air pocket in the middle? That's kind of weird. Oh, there's one of those signs. No freaking danger, you're gonna get ate by Mothra. The Mothra warning sign. We found a Watau de Groy and a new room. Oh, I should have brought my camera. Dang, rookie mistake not bringing my camera. Look at this room. Some nice trees. I don't know why I know how to do this, but I can actually like build a Minecraft tree from memory. It's not really a useful skill, but I have it anyway. Drawer up there. Might take fall damage from this. Let's be careful. Nope. I think this thing's set up so you barely can't make the jump and then you take fall damage. Which is kind of annoying. I think I'm gonna head back. Try the other way. There was a second way. This way I did not try. Ooh, one of those rooms. I love those rooms. I don't want to fall down there though, because I'm running out of blocks. So this is new. I don't want to lose that stuff. This feels like a boss fight. Am I about to hear boss music? No, I think we're good. What the heck is this room? Is something gonna happen if I walk into the middle? Watch that wall like close on me. That'd actually be so terrifying if like this thing like transformed as you walked through it. Like that one, I think there was a maze, like it was called like the Dallas's Maze or something from like Greek mythology, and maybe it was Archimedes' maze. No, I think it was Daedalus' maze. And basically the maze like transforms just like as you go through it. And it's just like that's such like a terrifying thought. Like like a maze transforming as you go through it. Like if this thing transformed as I went through it, I'd just never be able to find my way back. But yeah, we found 2 interesting rooms today. We found this giant room, and then we found the low ceiling room with the trees. Both pretty interesting rooms. You know what? I don't think I need that marker there. It's pretty obvious which way to go. I want to pull in here though. Are chairs partial blocks? They are, so I could have crouched last time. Okay. There's like a hitbox like that. Okay. So I think I can. Okay. Okay, I've redeemed myself. No one can laugh at me anymore. I did the parkour. Alright. Then we watch Steve punch the tree for a couple seconds. Before turning right. Ducking under here. You know, I could make fancy Tinker's construct armor, but like the cardboard armor is just so good for crouching and stuff. Is that a jukebox room? I think that's a jukebox room. Yes, sir. Jukebox acquired. We can get even more diamonds. Still don't know what the batteries are for. They don't even, like... Oh. It's the area that I've been to. Interesting. So, like, you can go back that way if you wish. Or you can go back this way if you wish. Cool. Then I think it was the big trampoline room. Yeah. Trampoline room. Cool. What was up here again? Was there anything useful up here? Oh, I haven't been up here yet. There should be a broken ceiling right there, though. Let's grab some wind chimes. Cool. Wind chimes acquired. I should put some stuff in my backpack. Let's actually utilize our backpack for once. I want to go up there. Takes so many blocks to do that. Maybe I should start bringing a cutting board with me so I can like efficiently cut up wood. My axe is about to break. I'll make a note to myself for later. Put cutting board in backpack. Dang, because I'm gonna forget it. I'm gonna forget to do that. Let's go. Guess we can do this. Do this. Then do that. Cool. Yeah, I should really head back, but I'm just having so much fun exploring that I don't care that I don't have the resources. Oh, I think last time I was in a place like this, there was like Skulk right around the corner. But I think the Skulk... There's a barricade there. I think the which side of the barricade is? I think this is the safe side of the barricade because the cobblestone is sticking out. Yeah. So I think I've also found this off stream. There's a railroad thing, which I haven't seen before, and then there's a skulk thing right there. Yeah. So the correct direction is this way. You'll have to check that place out whenever I, like, conquer the skulk in places, eventually. There's a way up over here. Oh, a desk with some candles. Let's go. Fridge. I think that gets me like aluminum or iron or something. I really should head back. I'm gonna actually head back now instead of just messing around trying to explore more. It's past due to get back to home base. Oh! Dang. Another thing going on the to-do list. Make red crayon. Something that I've noticed from watching my streams back is that I talk like really fast. Like I forget how fast I talk. I need to like force myself to like slow down. Okay, it's just like straight from here, right? Yeah. I put an arrow, but I no longer have any arrows left to put with my thing broken. Okay, then we should see Wataw de Groy. It's weird knowing that there's 2 Wataw de Groy signs in the back room. I mean, I guess that's to be expected, but I kind of liked it whenever there was only our Wataw de Groy. Maybe I'll just destroy the others so there's only one. Only one can remain. Then let's empty out our backpack. The amount of copper is miraculous. So much copper. Oh, we're storing our copper in the other place now, I think. Copper there. And then, let's see, fridge, scrap chimes, some extra food in there, bottles, this. Batteries, I think I know what to put in here. There's our bamboo. Let's melt down our jukeboxes into diamonds. But we have enough fuel left to do it. Let's get rid of a couple of these. little bit more wood. I kind of want to leave some of it in raw form ever since I started using the coal coke oven, and then realized, hey, I need to actually keep the chairs in their raw form instead of immediately breaking them in some instances. I don't know if there's going to be stuff down the line that's also going to need raw chairs like the coal coke oven did. Okay, 2 things on our to-do list. Red crayon. Wait, no, it was chalk. Do I make this again? White chalk, red dye. I think I have some red dye in the other section over here. Actually, can I make strawberries into red dye? Or does this just go into strawberry? That just goes into strawberry seeds. Okay. Well, we have an extra petal sitting around, so. There. What else? What else? Cutting board and backpack. How do I make a cutting board again? Isn't it like sticks and wood? I think it's sticks and wood. Yeah. Then I don't need to waste wood anymore because I'll have this on me. Okay. So I need to find the eye in the library. Need to get the chess set and the photography stuff figured out. Then I'll do some off-stream work. Ooh, and let's pour out our. Let's get diamonds before the stream ends. I think that can be like the final thing that we do before I end stream today. Haha. Diamonds acquired. We've acquired hardware today, and then we've acquired diamonds. So we've got both iron and diamonds today. Smeltery is big. If I get a couple more diamonds, I can get an enchantment table going, which would be really big, especially from the libraries. Okay. I mean, especially with the books from the library, that'd actually be wonderful. Okay. Get enchant table. Okay. Okay. Well, I think that's going to be it for this stream. So, thank you to anyone who's watching. Oh, sorry. I haven't checked messages in a while. I just realized that Biko's here. Hey, Biko. I'll answer Biko's question before I leave. He says, "Are you strong enough to fight the skulk?" I don't know if I'm strong enough to fight the skulk yet. I don't know exactly how strong the skulk is. I know that at the beginning of this stream, I was fighting a couple skulk zombies safely from behind my barricade, and I think about 8 of them showed up. So I think that I'm not currently strong enough to fight the skulk, but I might be able to do little cheesy strats where I sneak in stealth mode and fight it one section at a time. I might be able to do it that way, but I don't think I'll be able to charge in head on or anything like that. Anyway, Biko, and anyone else watching, I hope that you have a nice night. And that's going to be it for today. Bye bye.